Hello, my treasures. It's time to cheat the system with Algalon Rogue. The idea behind this is the fact that Rogue has the weakest hero power out of any individual class within Hearthstone, and we can easily replace the really bad hero power with his ability to stack a card either to the top or bottom of our opponent's deck, while also using powerful synergy in the form of Plagiarizer and the Thief package in order to guarantee perfect cards later on for Tess. We also will be using a huge secret package within this deck to control the board state until we can use her on a turn, where we can then bounce her back multiple times through things like Shadow Step. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, the first card you're going to be looking for is, of course, the namesake of the deck, Algalon. Outside of this, you're going to be looking for any of the concoction package, such as Conductor or Potion Belt. And finally, if you see a lot of secrets, Shadow Jeweler Hanar is incredibly good. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, time for a game against Warrior. Actually, you know what? This hand doesn't look that bad. Plagiarizer might be the only thing that we would want to get rid of. We could also hard Mulligan for Algalon, but I don't think that's actually worth it. Keeping Plagiarizer is just alright. It's not really the best card to keep, but it isn't the worst card either. Okay, so 40 cards. Either we coin out or we put this down. Let's just put it down. That's probably the safer bet. Curious of what exactly they're going to be playing. Their shield block. Hey, Algalon. Algalon could be really, really nice. I'm assuming they're probably armor warrior. I mean, I could be completely wrong. Shield block doesn't really tell us any information. It depends on what we see when they put minions down. They are just going to keep armoring up. Now, I think we're probably going to coin out Algalon here. We have other choices of what we could, in theory, do. We could also get 2 random spells, but... oh, never mind. That was a destruction effect, too. All right. Having Algalon this early is incredible. It's so nice to have him early on in the game. Okay, there's ETC. What? Let's let them keep it at the top of the deck. I don't think it matters too much if they do have it at the top. It draws them into a different minion, which isn't bad. And we can also use the concoction here. I was thinking maybe we should have just rammed our 1-2 into it and then used the serrated, but we wouldn't really have a backup plan for that. I guess we could have used the Jackpot. Bridge Rift, okay. Oh no, giving them what we gave them last turn might have not been the best decision if they had Bridge Rift now. Okay, so we have a few options. I think we put down Putricide. We ram this in, and get a free spell off of that, and then we get another free spell. So what do we want to play down next? Probably should have checked what they had at the top of the deck. That would have been a lot better, but it is what it is. Slam down another minion. Oh no. This probably means Putricide is donezo next turn. Oh! This was early enough where I was still running Gone Fishing. I can't remember what I cut Gone Fishing out for. Ooh, well, I mean, I'll take a free spell in the hand. Let's see what we have at the top. Does Ziliax matter? No. I think just letting them keep Ziliax is fine. And then we can just ping their Titan, because I don't want them to keep it for a long period of time. I know that's actually one of the weakest Titans. Holy shit, those 2 cards are incredibly good. Out of all the random generations that we could have got, those 2 are some of the spiciest that we could have got. Because Sympathy of Sins, every single one counts as a Warlock spell, which means Tess can just keep us giving us infinite resources, essentially. It's so nice. Alright, Sunwell. I don't really care if they keep Sunwell. Alright, let's use Sympathy of Sins. Let's see what we can grab. Let's remove the top 6. I probably should have... oh, come on, hit something good. Come on. Yeah, there we go. At least that's one. Holy shit, we actually hit 2 of the best cards out of their deck. Alrighty. Let's go for Serrated Bone Spike for next turn. I think we'll probably use the 8-cost hunter spell that I can't remember his name, colossal damage. I'm actually kind of curious if like a high or big spell hunter deck will come back into fruition right about now. I don't see it happening just because we don't really have a reason to run a bunch of things like collateral damage. But sure, I would have preferred that in my hand, but at least it isn't Tess. Actually, honestly, at least it's not Tess or Hanar. Out of all the possible options in our hand, that was probably the safest for us. Bridge Rift. At least it's only one Bridge Rift. Okay, so we can either stack the deck. How do you want to do this? We probably should have not done it like that, but we got incredibly lucky with those hits. 9 damage to the face. That's actually really, really impressive. All right, so a Shadow Step would be really, really nice for Tess. I don't know if we're... Well, we might use Tess next turn. We basically have a 1 in 7 chance of Tess just murdering herself, which sucks, but it is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Okay, so we know what they've just forged. They're not worried about a weapon because we have no weapons in this deck. I actually really wanted to do something with the weapon synergy in Rogue, but then I remembered Algalon was a card, and I was like, oh, we might as well use Algalon, you know? Okay, there's a few things that we can do. Because this is 3 damage. We do 3 damage. We use Astal. Oh. Now, Brawl is one of those cards that I would prefer just not to use it because we are using Tess in the deck. And that could mean she easily backfires. And then we use Sloth. I kind of just want to put it at the bottom. I don't want them to draw into additional cards. We burned the biggest 2 targets out of their deck, which is great. I'm just kind of hoping we run into a Shadow Step really quickly. I don't remember what I cut for Gone Fishing, and I really just can't remember. Because I'm pretty sure I removed it at some point. Oh wait, maybe we randomly generated it. I don't know, I'm just being dumb. That has to be it. I'm assuming it's it. So they use the second Trial by Fire. I really, really want to make a token warrior deck work. The problem is the best token generating card is that, and I guess we'll just hope we won't wreck ourselves with Tess. All right, come on. Get a free taunt. Collateral damage. Would have been nice if that hit the last one instead. Come on, don't wreck yourself. You know, out of... Okay. You know, that could have went a lot worse than it did. Let's put Sir Finley at the bottom. Actually, do we mind putting him at the bottom? Because we put a bunch of things. We probably should have put him at the bottom. Sir Finley is always one of those cards that I forget exactly how he works. And whenever I do, it just ends up backfiring on me. Because by giving them Sir Finley, everything that we put at the bottom of the deck is now at the top of the deck. Come on. Just need... Tess! Yeah, that's best case scenario. Let's go! Oh, never mind. Goodbye, Tess. We hardly knew ye. I guess the demon is also gone, but I'm not really too worried about him being gone, to be honest. Alright, let's use Hanar. Let's use Perjury. Go for Objection, because if they have any big minion... We want to hit a Odin with that, essentially, is our plan. Viper. I really don't care if they keep the Viper or not. Actually, maybe not. Because if they just slam down Viper, that instantly gets rid of Objection. Oh. I don't know what. Okay. Oh. Well, Hanar, it was fun, I guess. So, they have 1 win con left, and that's Odin. Like, Odin's the only thing that they have that could win them the game. I guess a Remoria, but Remoria doesn't have that much attack, and we don't have that many minions to slam down, so Remoria actually doing a bunch of damage to our face isn't probably the biggest worry. Oh, never mind. Vengeful Visage is actually pretty decent. Let's slam down Astalor number 2. We can use Cheat Death here. Let's Hero Power. I do not want to see Ignis. Ignis is a card that I forgot existed. I need to do something with Ignis. Again, like I said before, I originally had meant to do Weapon Rogue, but I ended up choosing not to do it. I mean, I guess we could try like Weapon Warrior. Okay, that should guarantee Odin. If I'm correct, that should guarantee Odin. Now, do we want them to be guaranteed on that Odin? That is the true question. Also, mathematically, we technically have 12 damage in hand. Well, actually 18, if we want to be precise. Yeah, 18. 18 and a bunch of healing. Actually, no, we have way more than 18 now. Okay, we can make this work. We can really make this work. Okay, there's the tides. Then we can use that to heal up a little bit, and then heal up a little bit more. And we missed lethal. Oh, wait, no, we didn't. We got pretty close to missing lethal, but we didn't miss lethal. We can either hero power or use twin bow. I think we're going to use twin bow because this should guarantee us lethal unless they have some type of huge armor gaining ability. And since they use both lava gorges, I think we're in the coast right about now. Cheat death. I mean, Astalor is funny, but I don't think we need Astalor. Ooh. I mean, at least it's only 4 armor. Or 5 armor, sorry. Then shield slam. Okay, how much math? So, we can... Oh, we really desired this win now, didn't we? Okay, time for a game against Warlock. Let's see what they have in store for us tonight. Opener, I mean, this doesn't look like the worst hand in the world, but I'm going to get rid of Jackpot. Just because Hanar... Okay, seeing both Putricide and Hanar is not something that you want in the opener. Seeing one or the other is good, but seeing both definitely is not. Okay, they're just going to pass it back. Now, I think we can afford to slam down Putricide. I don't think they heard that. I don't know. Warlock does have a lot of removal, but 4 HP on a minion is kind of hard. I know they got that one new spell that could make it a lot easier for them to do. I'm just hoping that they don't have it. And if I had to choose between Hanar and Putricide, actually, you know what? Hanar is probably the weaker out of the two. While we can get a lot of advantage off of Hanar, it doesn't always come up. Going for the emergency maneuvers just as a protection. All right, let's see what we can grab. Let's grab 2 destroying effects. That's always nice in this matchup because they can slam down the 7/7, then we can instantly destroy both of them, and then we also get 2 more potions, which auto combine. Or they are just going to use Drain Soul and a Mortal Coil. Never, well, I mean, we still get Putricide back, which is funny. Now, can we get a secret top deck? Shadow Step. I almost want to Shadow Step Putricide back, but we're just going to allow him to stay on the board for at least 1 more turn. If we lose Putricide, we do lose Putricide. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Doesn't look like we probably will this turn. That's good. Okay. I mean, I'll take free advantage. Why not? Tess. Okay, we do have the Shadow Steps for the Tess. Jackpot. Feeling a bit lucky. Wow, if they could only see your hand right about now. I mean, okay, Arcane Defender is actually really good. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that we generated 2 of them is kind of insane. The nice thing is, in 2 turns, if Putricide lives, I don't think he is. Maybe not. Let's try to get the secrets rolling here. Ooh, maneuver. Maneuvers is perfect. I don't want to go for Counterspell. And then we can bounce back Putricide just because he's at a lower HP pool. And then we're just going to pass it back. If they get rid of Hanar, that's great because we just have emergency maneuvers to bring him back. I mean, That was a long overdue appearance by that card. All right, Hanar is back. I think we use the mixture to destroy both of them. We use Counterspell, and hopefully we do not hit anything that we actually want to hit. Okay, I guess motion denied just to get the damage on board, because eventually they'll play 3 cards, am I right? Okay, going for Explosive Rune. Probably should have went for Ice Barrier just for additional survivability. I don't know if that will actually come up or not. We'll see. A coin. Well, Hanar, you did well while you were alive. I think we really do use one of the Arcane Defenders and then maybe slam down the Concoctor. See if we can brew up something good. Ooh, another random card from another class. That's actually not bad. And I think next turn we probably Defenders again. Like, even if they clear out the board with something like Twisting Nether, Defenders is actually really nice. Or Sympathy of Sins. That could do it if they... couldn't do it because they... Oh no. I mean... Oh, Algalon. I really wanted you, buddy. Alright, let's use Arcane Defenders. Let's see if we can get another secret, I guess. I guess we grab Counterspell, then we just pass it back. But then Counterspell's in the pool of Tess, which is always nice. Ah, good old Sargeras. We don't have an easy way to deal with him now, do we? Well, there goes our board. They have a 2 6/2s or 12s. All right, how do we want to do this? I think we search for a random card. That is not technically the random card that I wanted to see. Come on, let's see if we can get anything else. Oh, we might actually just put down Putricide. Like, as weird as that looks, I think that is the best option. Then we can get rid of basically a good chunk of the board here. Then let's see if we can generate anything cool. I guess Geddon could, in theory, come up. I know the imps currently are 3/2s. Oh, Jiraxis. Okay. It's nice to see Jiraxis see play after all this time, you know? Makes me curious if they'll bring back hero cards or not. Shadow Step. Oh, hoo hoo. I don't think we Shadow Step this turn. However, we can AoE get rid of most of the board. And then we can AoE again. So we'll have 2 in the pool, which means Tess is just going to get bigger and bigger each time, I think. I'm also kind of curious of how Tess works. Will she remember the state? I'm assuming it won't, right? I should probably know this. Tess has been in Standard for so long that it should just be a known factor to me by this point, but I'm not notorious for knowing how cards interact with each other. Tess wiped their board off of the planet. Alright, so it only did 1 pulse. That's still fine. Like, this actually, I don't mind at all. Gets rid of the majority of the board. Then we Shadow Step her back, so we don't even have to worry about that. Going south. I kind of want to stack the deck a little bit. We could do... I think just using the Gravedigger is probably the safest bet, but let's actually just do this, just in case. Okay, so they have 3 minions on board. The majority of those are easily countered with a good old Tess. Oh, removing the cards from the top of our deck does nothing when we have everything we need. Unless they don't burn a Shadow Step, which means we should still have 1 more in the deck. Back at it again, I guess, for next turn. There's 6 damage. Okay, how much damage do we need? Oh, actually, you know what? We have Jive Insect, so we're going to jive our way to victory, I think, here. We can attack and then jive this little elemental into Ragnaros. Die, Insect. Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So this deck shocked me. I expected this deck not to turn out that well. Across the 20 games I played with the deck, it had a 50% win rate. And if you could get the concoction package rolling early on, you could actually outpace a lot of the more aggro-based decks currently in the metagame. Algalon, shockingly, was actually an incredibly strong card, as it did allow me to prevent my opponent from having the key cards that they might have needed normally. Overall, honestly, this deck only really uses one new card, which is Algalon, so it's an easy recommendation for you all to try out, since it is probably the best home that you're going to be able to get for him. Now, with that all being said, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.